Thank you for buying this 10111 showcase from Fixture Displays. In this instructional video, we're going to show you step-by-step instructions how to put this unit together. These are all the components. You have the glasses pieces and sealing strips of various length, hardware, connecting tubes of different length, both horizontal and vertical. Then we have the wood parts. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. CS, that's Charlie Sam at fixturedisplays.com. Now, there are different hardware that go with the vertical channels. These are shelf stoppers, and this is how it works. You want to loosen the screw a little bit, and then slide that onto the channel of the vertical tubes. And once you have achieved the desired position, you can turn clockwise to fasten. Certainly, this is adjustable. You can fasten and secure that in a later time. So we put two shelf stoppers on each of the tubes. Now, we're ready to work on a glass piece. We first want to assemble the sealing strips. Now take your time, and preferably you have a help person to hold it to avoid damages. Then we pick up this long horizontal piece and install that over the sealing strip onto the glass. So make sure it goes into the channel snugly, and observe the screw location. Very similarly, we want to assemble the sealing strip to the shorter side, and then assemble this vertical piece. As you do so, you want to make sure the horizontal hardware piece goes right into the channel, and the end is very much flush. Then pressure fit that into the groove. Then you want to turn the screw clockwise to lock the two channels. Likewise, we do the other side. And toward the bottom, this particular piece has a flange. Make sure the flange faces up. And you want to slide the hardware through the channel and then slide it up. And let it go over and fit snugly onto the sealing strip. Make sure the fit is very snug and to the proper distance. And then you want to fasten that piece clockwise, similar you have done of the other piece. Then we slide the wood panel in, and lastly, we're going to install the final horizontal piece on this front panel, and then turn the screws. Now we're going to connect the depth direction channels Very similar. The hardware goes into the groove. Make sure the end is flush. And then tighten the screw. At this stage, we simply repeat the glass installation as we've done before. Make sure the sealant strip are on both sides. We're going to slide it in. Now this instructional video is for the structure only. It does not represent the final color or variations. If you have any questions about the product, make sure you contact us, cs@fixturedisplays.com. Now we're going to install the bottom channel and the wood panel. For example, this particular wood panel has two colors, but in production, you probably only have one color. So now we are closing the side panel up with these pieces, and make sure we turn the screw to lock the channels. And we can prepare the side panel to receive the vertical connector piece. Again, we want to make sure the hardware goes into the channel. Now this is how you adjust the depth to make sure it fits in there nicely. And then we're going to even the ends up to make sure the very top is flush. And it slides into the other side hardware. Then we're going to turn the screw to lock the channels in place. The other side is very much the same. Now we're ready to install the horizontal piece. And you want to observe, take your time to observe the orientation of the channel. This would be the middle piece, and toward the bottom it receives the wood panel. And then we're going to close it with the bottom horizontal piece. Then we're going to lock this channel. At this time, we're going to push the middle channel down and then fasten. I'm going to take this time to fasten the levelers. This is a pressure fit item, so simply snuggle it up and fasten to the bottom of the vertical tubes. Now we're going to close the bottom piece, the false bottom panel, and then at this time you can adjust the stoppers, make sure they are consistent, so when you put the glass panel on shelf, it is going to be perfectly level. Likewise, you can set the distance for the second shelf and put the glass shelf on. Now I'm going to finish it up by installing the top channel. Make sure the top is flush, and then we're going to fasten the screw. Now we're going to take the door to mount it onto the back end. It comes with a frame that we're going to insert into the top and then let it drop into the bottom groove. It's going to slide just like that. Now we're going to install this particular lock I'm going to slide that into the bottom groove and then turn the screw to fasten. Then we're going to slide the door up and insert the bottom. The door is ready. We're going to fasten the top frames, make sure everything is snug. Then we're going to drop the glass panel on top. These corner caps are also pressure fit. There are times where the aluminum extrusion may be a little bit loose. To accept the caps, it's very simple to fix. Use a pair of pliers to adjust the aluminum panel extrusion. Make sure it's snug fit. Then you can insert the cap. Measurements. This unit is 48 inches wide, 20 inches deep, 38.6 inches tall. The entire unit weighs 140 pounds, and because of the construction is made of glass, it must ship on LTL trucking service. We would need you contact us to provide us a good phone number along with your receiving instructions. If you do not have a loading dock, you can choose to manually unload or order a liftgate services for $100. This is not included in shipping. It's considered accessorial charge by the trucking companies. Thank you for shopping Fixture Displays.